In a world when learning English feels like a chore, what if you can learn English while tripping up to sleep? Welcome to the magic of the bedtime stories. Let's the magic begins.
It is said that the current name Lampung comes from the name of a man who was stranded after sailing across the ocean. That man was named Ompong Silamponga, who came from Tapanuli. Ompong Silamponga had 2 siblings. One day, the 3 of them sailed across the sea.
The wind is finally cooperating. Hold her steady.
At this rate, we'll be there by noon. Look! Land!
Come on, get down to the land now! We've arrived! Don't be afraid, just step off. The land is right there.
Ompong Silamponga did not budge. He remained on the raft. His 2 siblings left him behind. Because of the fairly large waves, Ompong Silamponga and his raft were carried away by the ocean current. He could do little and simply let himself drift wherever the sea took him. Meanwhile, he did not have enough food supplies. Amid the crashing waves, Ompong Silamponga felt extremely hungry. His body grew weak, causing him to fall ill and lose consciousness. He drifted on his raft without knowing where he was headed. Even when his raft struck a reef, he was unaware of it. The next day, Ompong Silamponga regained consciousness. His raft was stuck on a coral rock. He went ashore and looked for something to eat. In the place where he was stranded, he found no people or fishermen. So Ompong Silamponga continued his journey into the forest. There, he found fruits that he could eat. He kept thinking about his 2 siblings, not knowing where they were. But he did not lose hope, believing that by continuing his search, he would one day be reunited with them. Ompong Silamponga climbed a high hill. By standing at a high place, he hoped to see his 2 siblings. However, as far as his eyes could see, all that appeared was the incredibly beautiful natural scenery. How beautiful the view is here, Ompong Silamponga said to himself. Because he did not find what he was looking for, Ompong Silamponga came down from the hill. He walked toward a valley. The valley also had beautiful scenery. There was a flowing river, and the land was flat. By chance, in that place, he met several people. Ompong Silamponga was surprised to meet them. Those people did not wear clothes like Ompong Silamponga did. They were bare-chested, while the lower parts of their bodies were covered only with leaves. They also had no huts to shelter in when night came. They slept among the large tree roots. During the day, they walked in and out of the forest. They hunted the animals in the forest and also caught fish in the river. Ompong Silamponga found the way of life of the people he met there quite strange. Fortunately, neither Ompong Silamponga nor those people disturbed one another. In his new place, Ompong Silamponga worked by himself. He cut tree branches to build a hut. The coconut leaves that had fallen to the ground were woven by Ompong Silamponga. He used the coconut leaves as the roof of his hut. At last, Ompong Silamponga had a hut. He was the only person in that forest who had a hut as a place to live. The next day, Ompong Silamponga continued his work. He cleared a piece of land. The land was hoed and planted with crops. Ompong Silamponga planted cassava and sweet potatoes. Within a few months, he was able to harvest the plants. Because his garden produced quite a large harvest, Ompong Silamponga shared it with the people. The people became happy with Ompong Silamponga. They enjoyed the harvest from his garden. Over time, Ompong Silamponga and the people grew close. They helped one another. Ompong Silamponga had indirectly taught the people how to farm. Then they began building huts as well. Now they had huts like the one Ompong had. They worked side by side, helping one another. The people came to respect Ompong Silamponga. Before they realized it, Ompong Silamponga and the people had established communication. Although it was difficult to understand one another when speaking, Ompong Silamponga was very patient. He tried to understand their body language. In the end, Ompong Silamponga was able to understand what they meant. Over time, Ompong Silamponga and those people came to have very large gardens. The harvest from the gardens was abundant. Ompong Silamponga taught them to remain in the place they had built.
From now on, there is no need to keep moving from place to place. This place has already given us plenty of harvest.
Those people still could not understand what Ompong Silamponga meant. The next day, Ompong Silamponga made a cart. The cart was then filled with their harvested crops. The cart, filled with the harvested crops, was taken by Ompong Silamponga to the riverbank. At the riverbank, the harvest was placed in a hut that had been built there. After that, Ompong Silamponga made a boat.
What is this boat for? You'll find out.
One of you, come with me!
Ompong Silamponga loaded the boat with an adequate amount of harvested crops. He and one of his companions boarded the boat. They traveled along the flow of the river. Ompong Silamponga brought his harvest to a crowded place. Ompong Silamponga went ashore, met people, and talked with them. The people he spoke with then followed Ompong Silamponga. To them, Ompong Silamponga showed his harvest, which was still in the boat.
This cassava looks really good.
Yes, I want some.
Can you bring more?
I have plenty. Tomorrow, I will bring this harvest here.
These are the finest cassava roots I have seen. I will take the entire basket.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I will also come to your place later to see your harvest. Goodbye!
I can't believe we managed that deal.
We make a pretty good team, don't we? We're almost there. I can see the huts from here.
We made it! I can't wait to tell everyone. Ompong Silamponga sold our crops.
The people across the river will buy our harvest.
Here they are. Earlier, I sold our harvest, and with the money from it, I bought clothes for all of you. Now put on these clothes.
The people who had previously not worn clothes began wearing clothes after the trading that day.
Wow, that's a great fish!
I got one too!
From that time on, trade in Ompong's place became increasingly busy, visited by merchants from many different places. The river became a route crowded with merchants' boats traveling back and forth. Ompong and his companions produced not only tubers and vegetables, but also sold coffee beans. The coffee harvest in Ompong's settlement was abundant. This was because its population grew increasingly large. Those living there were no longer only Ompong Silamponga and a few of his companions, but also many other people from various regions. The place then became known as Lampung, derived from Ompong's name. Today, Lampung is known as a producer of some of the finest coffee. Moral of the story is, when you use resilience, innovation, and generosity to overcome challenges, you can create opportunities that change not only your life, but the lives of others.